let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way.
Okay. I pop champagne. Oh, you pop champagne. Oh.
All right, the pop champagne.
Ready? Oh, pop champagne.
Oh, like Girl Magic specifically.
I think I'm sure.
We wouldn't be mad if you sponsored our friend.
Not at all. Make sure you scoot.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you turn it to the front of the camera. So
I'm scared.
You gonna hit Gotti?
No, just do it regular. Just do it regular.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I've been in the gym.
This is not my cup of tea.
Hey.
Alright, girl, we gonna learn. Because we gonna be rich one day.
Okay.
Babes. Even if we pour, we gotta learn how to pour.
Yeah, at the very least.
Oh my God, y'all.
Treat yourself nice, girl. Treat yourself nice.
Okay.
And you gotta know exactly how much champagne goes in a glass.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Crazy. Even wine.
Yeah.
It does matter.
And I be liking to fill my glasses.
Alright. So y'all ready? Everybody, welcome to episode 1 of Joe Speaks. Like I said, I was coming back with Joe Speaks, and today I'm with my friends. They're gonna introduce themselves soon, but before we get to introductions, we're gonna eat some of these plantain balls we made. Let me tell y'all how it was struggling. But anywho, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come on, y'all, take out pieces.
Yay.
Let me know how y'all think about it.
We've been waiting, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, Joanne has
This is a process. Baby.
Jack, you just got okay. Great. Come on, you gonna have to serve all of us.
I got you.
The cameraman is in the back. You want one?
Come on, Gotti, bring a plate. Here, give Gotti this one.
Isn't there another plate?
Yeah, bring me a plate.
Where's the other plate?
Where's your plate, Joanne? You're not gonna eat?
I didn't get one. Where was the plate?
I left it there. You moved.
Nope. Not my table running.
How was it?
Yeah, you gotta stay.
Can't have nothing nice.
Okay.
We'll fix that a little later. Okay. That's crazy.
I said, you know we were struggling. Oh, that was that's why I told y'all to save some meat, and y'all dogged the meat.
What you mean? There's one meat in the pie.
No, it's not.
Dang.
But you know what?
I'm glad you got to know me, because if I did, I would have been tight. Yes, I should have do.
Right.
A lot.
This was Sarah made.
No. Inclusion.
That's a mini
Inclusion.
ball.
Oh, this one does taste better than the first one.
That was sweeter.
No.
Alright, y'all ready?
Hold on, bitch. Let me get like a
Wait, Joanne, are you not recording all
Yeah,
this?
I thought you were
This-
recording.
Okay, I'm like, this is all good.
Yeah.
No, this is recording.
Said.
This is recording.
It's a crummer for me.
Okay.
I want some more.
I'm gonna need some more of that.
Yeah.
You need these things. That shit is mom. Thank you.
And the cheese melted. That one was dry hell.
There was dry. I remember that. I was. But it was good though. It was good.
I can't. Alright, when y'all ready.
That green one helped.
That shit is good.
You know we struggle a little bit. Sorry, but we made it here.
No, it's really good.
I'm glad y'all like it because I ain't never making it again.
This is rich though. I think I'm only gonna eat one.
Really?
You want another one, Gotti? Later? Okay. Anywho, as you could tell, this was smacking. Like the young kids be saying, smacking. What's the other thing they be saying?
Too much. I can't keep up with these.
Do they still say that?
Yeah, busting, smacking. I got ATL family, so.
Right, no more, right?
They say, well, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I think that's cool.
No, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, they say that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's
For a
start.
long time, I was like, what is it?
I don't know what you mean.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, like.
I didn't try, but I ain't gonna hold you. What you holding?
I ain't gonna hold you.
They be like these nuts. Anyway, yeah.
Oh,
But the
wow.
young kids, not like Grown folks like us. But anyway. So as you could tell, this is bussin'. How do y'all like it? It's good.
Get my second one now.
Okay, getting this second
It's
one.
delicious.
So I'm gonna introduce to you everybody. I knew these girls 10 plus years. Sarah, how long you? 10 plus years too, right? Yeah.
It is because I met you in 2021 or 2011 or 2012. 2012.
Maybe
It was during Whole Foods
So,
time.
anyways, it was past 10 years. We old.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Joanne was kicking it at Whole Foods.
Okay, pushing them
It's
hard.
like
That's crazy.
Almost 15, 14 years now.
almost.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
I know, y'all was
definitely
14.
more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a match. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We can shush us.
Save you one?
We also have bell pepper.
Sorry, cameraman.
Yeah, cameraman is directing us. Anywho, so I'm gonna just introduce everybody here and then they're gonna tell us a little bit about themselves. And this segment is just us having an informal conversation about health and wellness, life, careers. And this month is Women Month. So we're gonna touch a little bit on Women Month. Yeah. Well, this is Jessica, the best friend. And this is Jackie. They used to call us J Cube, J Squared, the Hood Rat Pack, but we gonna bury that.
Hey, putting on this.
We gonna bury that. These three girls are my sisters, and we got Sarah from California. What's that song? California.
I'm from Georgia.
Girl, bye. Anywho, so guys, tell us. So the first question I'm gonna ask you guys is, you know, we've been out of high school for years now. You know what I'm saying? Been so long.
Don't say
So-
it like that. We're not that old.
Okay.
We're not 40, but we in our 30s.
Guys,
Anyway, oh, amen. Okay, how have you grown from high school to now, and would you change anything? Anybody can start.
Because you opened your mouth, so you gotta go first.
I don't know. I feel like it feels like it's not been that long, but obviously so much time has passed since high school. I think we're just so much more mature in who we are. And I think honestly though, I feel like even in high school, we were pretty self-aware. Like we were ourselves. Like we weren't trying to be anybody. We fit into our own little friend group and clique because that's just who we were. Like we gravitated towards one another. But since then, I just feel like we just grew more into who we are and grew more into our purposes in life. And so I think that's like the biggest thing. I don't think we've really changed as people as much outside of like, obviously we change as people because we're like growing and whatever, right? But like, I feel like, why are you being weird?
I thought you keep talking.
But I feel like obviously change happens, like we're growing, like life happens, but I feel like we're still like to the core the same people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's been a blessing. I feel like it's been a blessing to have you guys in like our lifetime journeys and like, you know, growing with y'all and really living and experiencing life with y'all. So I think maybe the biggest thing is just growth. Like we've just grown and we've like matured and, you know, we're still us, but like better versions of us, you know, adult versions, 30 versions of us. So it's nice.
Have anything to add, Sarah?
I was gonna say I've grown more resilient. I did not, like, if I were to go back in time and talk to me when I was 15, 16 in high school, I would never think I would get through the half the shit that I've gone through in the last few years. So I would say definitely being resilient. That's what I'm talking about.
I do agree with that.
I don't really have much else to add. But I was there. I mean, we were pretty confident in high school too. Like, I don't know. I feel like what you said was right. We were always ourselves, and we just kind of like grew more into ourselves. So yeah, I think you were spot on.
Yeah.
I think now we just know what we want moving forward. Because high school, we were.
I feel like I always knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's how I did it. I was in between lives.
That's okay. So tell the people.
Right?
Tell the people. Tell us.
Like in high school, I didn't know I would be here. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole different dream. Like in my head, I wanted to be a nurse. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a pediatrician. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have had a man right now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in high school, I wasn't sure. I was going my parents' route a lot in high school, where now I could speak out on my own and be like, this is what I want. So for me, I feel like growth really did happen for me.
True.
We love that.
And not to mention we're the first. Well, I'm like the first generation.
Right.
To,
I think we all are.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To go to college,
Mhm.
to make it to like a good paying job at our age.
Mhm.
Our parents were probably making less than us raising us.
Yes.
And I'm over here like,
Which is insane to me.
Yeah.
right? Like I can't live. Like what?
Yeah.
No, I need no. You
Yeah.
know. So it's definitely different times. Like you said, not thinking I had one route of being a dentist. I was like,
Oh yeah.
right.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
That's crazy.
Sorry to crush your dreams, but nah.
That's
Like,
so
it's
true.
crazy. And I had to completely take a different route,
Yeah.
and I found something else.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like in high school I didn't have any like specific goals as to where I was gonna be, and I think that's kind of what helped me kind of navigate my career as well too. Because my end goal was always to like help people. I didn't know what way that was gonna be, but even when I got to college, I didn't go in with like I'm gonna be this career or this person. It was just kind of like I made it to college, step one.
Yeah.
So every day by day, let's just see where this journey takes us.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like you're still learning now.
Right,
Mhm.
right. And things change and shift, and it's not ever too late to like pursue something different. Like,
Right.
It doesn't mean that you're giving up on whatever dream you had before, but you can always switch it up and change and like continue the journey of life. Like we're forever students.
Right.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta adapt.
Yeah.
Wait.
Anyways.
I'm dying.
All right, so y'all know I'm in health and wellness. You know, I'm doing this health and wellness thing because I'm a dietitian, I guess. No, sir, I'm a dietitian. I'm a doula. So people always think health and wellness is all about what you eat or going to the gym, but in reality, it's about your mindset, your self-care, your well-being. So at the age you're at now and the job you guys are doing, are you making time for your self-care, or you stayed in a positive mindset at all times? Like, how do you feel on a daily basis in anything in life?
I feel like in terms of my mindset and kind of like staying positive, like my faith really helps with that. Like one time I was driving to work and I was like, I am so drained and so tired, and I was just like driving and I'm just like, what is it gonna take? And then I was like, be expectant. Be expectant that like God's gonna do an incredible thing today. This is gonna be an incredible day, and like that literally just like changed my whole mood, and then it ended up being a really good day. So just feeding myself through my faith helps me stay really positive in my mindset. But in terms of my health and wellness journey, I think I'm just more mindful of my body, of my mental health. And just being more mindful, just having that intention to be more mindful just helps to set me up to do better. So it's what I'm eating and kind of like, where am I getting my energy from? And like, I guess for me, it's about like not prioritizing other things over like what literally keeps my body alive and going and healthy, because if I don't have my body, like I literally can't do anything. So it's just about feeding myself with things that will give me some nutritional value, you know, drinking water, taking moments to like pause, and even if I can't like go to the gym, but can I like walk down the street, you know, at work to go run an errand really quickly or something, or can I just like dance in my room for like 15 minutes when I get back home? So I you know, a lot of people think like you gotta go to the gym, you gotta be on a strict diet and do all these things, but I think you just have to have the intention to just do right by yourself, and then everything kind of falls into place.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like my journey's been normal.
Sorry, did you get another ball with no meat?
No, I had a little meat in it.
She got little steps. Everybody got like,
Oh shit!
over here.
There's meat in there.
Barely. Alright.
Run it back.
I feel that for sure. I feel like I'm definitely getting to a point where I'm just trying to like know me and like not even know me, because I think I know me, but just like work for me, like do what my body needs or my mental needs or whatever it is. Like I'm not trying to like go with the trends and this and that and da da da. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like health and wellness has become such a big topic within the last maybe 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to hone in on what I need.
Yeah.
So like I like going to the gym. I read my Bible. Like, you know, just like random things that I like to do. Like I'm trying to eat healthier. I actually had a physical the other day, maybe like 2 weeks ago. So when the doctor's like, yeah, your cholesterol's a little high. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I swear I'm doing the things, you know what I mean? But like, obviously, like I need to pay more attention to things or whatever. Like I had like this weird like crick in my neck and like all this area, like my traps and stuff like that. And I could not get rid, like it was painful. So I'm like, what is going on? I went to the chiropractor. He's like, it's probably just your posture. Are you stressed? I'm like, I'm not really stressed. So I fixed my posture at work. Like I'm just trying to be very mindful of like little things that are going to help me keep going because it's, I mean, obviously we're getting older, but like we have to like really take care of our bodies and ourselves. Like mental, I feel like I'm pretty good at keeping like my mental health pretty sane, like you know what I mean, and leveled or whatever. But I think it's just more the physical. Like I really have to take a breath. Like today, I was late because I had to nap. Okay, because
you got a nap.
Yeah, so I think it's just more the physical that I'm really trying to work on now. I'm trying to get all the parts together.
Trying to stay together.
You know what I mean? I need
I'm
to.
waking up in the morning like,
Yeah.
hold on. 30 hits different.
I do. But it's cute here, so don't play with it.
Okay.
She got a little bit of coin.
Okay. We bought champagne.
Okay, so I'm piggybacking off of y'all. So you said showing up, the trends, and then your intentions. Just having the intention, like you said. For me, I'm just learning how to be patient with myself because Instagram, social media takes over.
Yeah.
And I will say, I take pride in like not letting social media like drive me in whichever direction. Everyone's journey looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
So trying to.
And social media is fake.
Yeah.
It's hella fake.
It's like the new.
Because people is not genuine and real on social media.
It's not, and it's like, are we doing it for followers? Are we doing it for retweets or whatever, reposts or something? It'll be a trend, and then it'll get blown up, and then it's like, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Yes, I'm not gonna say nothing works, but does it work for you? What works for you doesn't work for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Love that.
And so I'm learning that. I'm learning just to be patient with myself. Like, taking care of myself may not look like 7 days a week at the gym for me, but it could look like a few days of yoga, could look like a few days of this, some breath, eating right. Another thing for me, especially when I start my new job, just getting in a routine of like packing my breakfast or like even
meal prepping.
Even if you're working from home. Yes. It makes a difference. So you're not just grabbing stuff off of the shelves and eating while you're in a meeting. You already have your breakfast. You know,
being disciplined too to even like stick to that.
Yes, that takes a lot, and it saves you money. So yeah, just a couple of those together. I think just making sure it works for you, and I think knowing that, and then being patient with yourself. I
like everybody answer, especially with the meal plan. People, I know a lot of my clients like, I don't have time to meal plan, but I always say there's 2 days to meal prep. Meal prep. Sunday for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Wednesday for the rest of the week. And yes, it could get boring, but you can have one protein and then change up the fruits or carbs, or one vegetables and change up the protein, you know what I'm saying? Just to make it interesting. And for me, for health and wellness, I go to the gym, you know, I try to be consistent, but the one thing I'm really working on is my mental. And staying positive, because I'm getting a negative hole real quick.
It's easy.
So sometimes I just wake up and be like, Joanne, how do you feel today? Like, where do you want to be at mentally today? And just think about that. And while I'm doing my devotion and praying, keep that mindset so I could have a good day. I mean, sometimes I fall short, but you know, exactly.
But you have to be real with yourself too. Like, am I really happy? Am I like really going to do this? Like, you have a plan for your day, and it's like, can I really get through this today? Like, am I, you know, like, do I have enough strength today to muster up and figure out how to get all this done? No, then all right, let's cut back. Let's do this. Like, you really have to like be graceful with yourself.
And it's okay if you don't get through it. Like every day I come up with a big to-do list, and if I can cross off 3 things, then that's a win in my book.
Being efficient instead of like that whole quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Or quality work.
Yeah.
No, okay, cut back. Right, and then
As long as
you
I get
dish
some
out.
things, I'd be like, all right, next time.
But at the same time, every day still trying to do better. Still trying to hold yourself accountable as well too. Yeah.
That's what I'm definitely working on. This question wasn't part of my list of questions to ask, but since I'm a doula and I'm always talking about motherhood, and I know we're not mothers yet, so where I want to go with this, okay. Where I want to go to this, do you feel like the way, I know as Black women, everybody's like scared of birth because it's high death rates for Black women, but seeing what you see now and having friends in your corner, family in your corner, having kids, do you think you guys are at a rate where you like mentally ready for children or ready for what to come that when time to have children?
I'm not ready for children.
I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm ready, and then I'll hear or see or like babysit somebody, and I'm like, nah, bro.
It's tough.
It's kind of funny that you say that. So I'm here and I'm visiting my sister and my nephew. I tried to take a little cat nap the other day, and he's just yo, and I'm just like just literally jumping over my body and like making little like I'm just like I just want to take a nap. Like, but it's like he's playing with cars over here. It's like vroom, 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 and this and like I have to filter that out just to take a little cat nap, and then I'm sitting there. I'm like, maybe you're not ready.
Yeah,
and that's the selfishness in me. Like, oh shoot, I actually really do enjoy my
your time.
Yes, and I'm just like, like I know I'm sure I'll make a great mother someday, but I'm ready right now.
And I feel like you're. Like people say, like you're just never ready. Like it's not gonna be a time where like I'm gonna be a mom. Right? Like I'm ready right now. Like it's obviously gonna come when it comes.
Yes.
And like when you have that kid, like those instincts are gonna come to you. Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like I can do this. Like I'm ready for a relationship or I'm ready for a family. You know what I mean? This and that. But then it's like I'm also not pressed. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna make it happen just because. Especially because what I'm 32 now. Like I'm not. I'm 32. We're technically at 35. You're what is it? Geriatric pregnancy, which is crazy, but it's real. You know what I mean? Like, am I gonna rush having kids because I'm afraid of the fact that I may not be? It's not an easy journey after a certain age. Like, no. So it's gonna happen when it happens, and if it doesn't, God is good. He's been good to me. So.
Do you ever think I would do like a home birth?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like. Yeah.
I want to go back to a couple of things that you guys said in terms of like watching other people's kids. I feel like it's hard to judge motherhood based on other people's kids because once that baby is yours, like it hits a lot different because like your love for that child like overcomes kind of like any other kind of annoyance. Even though moms be getting hella annoyed too and stuff, but I feel like that's different. But I think for me, in terms when I think about having a baby, I always go straight to finances, and I think it's because of the way that like I grew up and like growing up in like a low income family and like seeing how hard my family had to work just to make ends meet. And for me, like I want to be home and I want to give my child time. I want to give my child love. It's not even just about like the things I would buy for the child. It's just more so like
present.
Yes, being present and being there to love them and going to all of their activities and like not having to sacrifice anything for work. And right now I'm still kind of like building my career and like dedicating a lot of time to my career that I just feel like having a baby, it would just, women do it all the time, but it would just be really hard to do both. And like if I don't have to choose to make it hard, then like why?
I agree though.
I agree. I know me and my hairstylist had this conversation, and her main concern is, am I suitable to be a good mother? Like the learnings, the things I want to teach my child, the way I want to change their mindset. Because our parents, well, for me, they raised me as if we were in Haiti. And growing up, I had to be like, we're not in Haiti. We in Boston. We in America. What you would do in Haiti, we ain't gonna fly over here. So that was like her concern. Like, am I suitable to,
to check yourself.
Check yourself,
And I feel like moms always think about that. Like, am I doing it? Because every time I talk to a mom, it's always like, am I doing good enough? Like there's always that like mom guilt. And I think that's really hard. We need to like, as a society, we need to like affirm mothers a lot more, because the more confident they feel in raising their child, like the baby's gonna feel that, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
motherhood is different for everyone.
Right.
Like it's not gonna look the same. Like one thing you're gonna want to do with your kids, I might not want to do
Right.
with mine, but there's no reason to make someone feel.
and every child is
weird.
different.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers are completely different people. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's one thing too. Like, you know, I feel like our parents' generation probably weren't as aware of like the differences between motherhoods and like the difference between like connections with like each child and like really trying to make sure that you know what I mean? They were trying to survive.
Yeah.
They were immigrants to this country, like, you know, first generation immigrants most likely. I mean, so I feel like we've learned so much too. Like I feel like our generation has so much information.
Yeah, we have so many tools and resources that we did not have.
Yeah, so I feel like eventually it's like it's slowly getting easier and better, but it's always not gonna be like it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have bumps.
Because then there's new factors that come in. Now we have technology. Before we didn't really have that like that. So it's just
so it's gonna be a journey regardless.
Yeah, the world.
All right, in honor of Women's Month, because you know March is Women's Month, our month, period, that's it, okay? I'm just going to ask you guys, you know, a few questions, like, what do you... Take that part out.
Are you alright?
What the fuck? You did take the whole bag.
Nah. Alright, let me ask.
I wasn't ready for this. That was fire.
Yo, this is how I am at home. I'll take like 10 of them. Alright.
Oh my god.
You don't be thinking you crazy?
Nah.
Yo, that was a good one.
Okay, so what do you have to say about the women in your life?
I feel like she's looking at you.
Yes, Sarah.
Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. So the women in my life right now, first of all, I'm thankful that I've had friends dating back to like when I was 5 years old up until now. Like I've had the same group of friends and like, you know, here, there, whether it's college, whether it's y'all, whether it's whatever. They've been riding with me since forever. I've had y'all support forever. I look up to every single person, every single woman in my life. Y'all impact me in different ways, you know, perspective wise, or like how y'all live y'all lives, what's working for you. I like, you know, take a little bit of this, take a little bit of this, and it just kind of like helps me form sort of, whether it's bringing new ideas into my life, new routines into my life, bouncing ideas off of y'all. So I think the women in my life are super strong. They're going places, resilient, and they, you know, y'all have actually helped me kind of like come out of my bubble, come out of my comfort zone. Because y'all know I've been hiding under a rock, and it's hard.
Surprised you did this.
Yes. Jessica, when she was in California back in January, she's like, okay, we're gonna do vision boards, and I'm like, and then she talked about, oh, we're gonna talk about it now, and I was like,
You gonna have to dress.
I'm like, yo, what? I have to talk about my feelings. But you know what? I still think about that till this day. I was actually thinking about it after I got a job. I was like, ooh, okay, check. Faith, getting closer to.
I put mine in front of my phone.
Okay, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that actually worked. It wasn't just like an activity. It was like, first of all, it was a group. It was just me, her, and Samantha. Girls' night in, and we were just chilling. And it's like, oh, I got to be vulnerable. You know, but being vulnerable around women that are not going to judge you, are not going to, you know, talk behind you, nothing. So, yeah.
I love that too. And I feel like all the women in my life are super dope, right? And like doing things and like really powerful, incredible women. But that vulnerability piece is always what I'm looking for when it comes to the women in my life. Because if you can't be vulnerable with me, then that, to me, that's a red
That's how you
flag.
just hit something.
Because we should be, sisterhood is about relying on each other, and not in a way where you're just like constantly like dumping your emotions on people, or you're just like, you know, kind of using people, but in a way where you're really like pouring into each other.
Yeah.
So if I have a woman in my life where we're not like constantly pouring into each other, then I'm gonna be like, I don't think this is like a valuable relationship, and I don't have time for relationships that are not like that I don't feel comfortable pouring into, and that are also not pouring into me as well too. So that's why I'm always gonna be that person to be like, you know, like let's pause and like take a moment and like have some real conversations, because I feel like as a woman I always have to have my guard up and I have to move around the world like I'm super strong, like I'm super this, and when I'm around my sisters I don't want to be none of that. I just want to be me, take the guard, the armor off, all of that stuff, but I also want people to feel comfortable doing that with me as well. So like I think as women we should be each other's safe spaces, because nobody else understands what
especially
we're
black
going
women,
through. Girl,
you know, women of color, like for real, like it's so we don't have these spaces that are really catered to us and like really nurture, you know, us as women. But I love that you said that. I think it's very important for women, like the women in my life. I feel like I'm at this point where if it's not bringing me joy, if it's not like bringing me like, you know, like I just want to, like if someone says your name, I'm like, I love her, like she's so dope, like like I don't want to ever feel like there's something looming on top of like, you know, somebody's name or somebody's personality or who they are as a being, like
no dark clouds.
You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be like that. So at this point in life, I'm just like, you know what? I just want to love my girls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I want them to feel like they can come to me if anything. I don't gotta talk to y'all every day. Like we're adults. Like stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happens in life. We're all going through it. We're all struggling. Not struggling, but you know what I mean? Like struggling through life. Like, we all have our issues. Making it through. Trying to make it through. We all have our things. And I don't want to feel like I have to be on top of somebody or somebody has to be on top of me. I want you guys to feel like if you ever need anything, you already know. Like there's no spoken, like it doesn't have to be spoken. It doesn't have to be said. Like it's just, it is what it is. It's love always. And I think that's very important in your relationship, especially with women. Like you said, like we really have to be each other's safe spaces. Because you know what I mean? It's not just out there for you to find. Like you really, like, and like I said earlier, like I'm so grateful that I've had you guys. And I don't have sisters. You know what I mean? Like I don't have sisters. I grew up with like my cousins and stuff like that. But still, like I grew up with just guys around me. So it's really important for me to have these relationships and really be able to like lean on y'all and like learn from y'all. And I don't, like you said, I don't ever feel like I'm judging y'all or y'all like, or like you're judging me, or like I feel like I can learn from your experiences.
We can be honest with each other.
Yes, you know what I mean? So I think it's just really sweet that we have this relationship and these relationships outside of us right now that we can really lean on, because it's so important. Like and like you said, like we've low-key without knowing have built each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like we really do. Like I learn from you every day. I learn from you every day. I learn from you. Like I literally take, like you said, bits and pieces of what everyone has gone through. Any conversations we've had, any turn-ups that we've had, like, you know what I mean? We literally like are building each other up as this lifetime goes on. So I'm really grateful for the women in my life, outside of friends, like even like my parents, like my mom, my grandma, my aunts. Like they haven't done everything right, obviously. But I learned from them so much. Like I'm actually, like I was telling Joanne, I'm actually trying to do like some type of series where I'm talking to my mom and talking to my aunts and stuff like that, and really like trying to get these stories from my family, like you know what I mean, and really get them documented, and so I can like, you know, reflect and look back and So I just think it's really important. I think women are phenomenal. Okay, and we really do be running this world. Beyonce said what she said, so period. Yeah, I love it here.
I love everything you guys said, and I had a thought. So I forgot it. Oh, this was the thought. I do agree with everything you guys said, and for me, like being in different areas, each of us being in different areas of our lives, all right, you guys really keep me going, because I always tell my mom this, no shade to my New York people. If I was still in New York, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. I'll probably pop a baby. I probably wouldn't be in school. I probably, you know what I'm saying? But you guys really keep me going. So I'm like, oh, my friend is up there getting that much money. I'm next.
You know
what I'm saying?
Okay, it's funny. I'm like on LinkedIn forever, and like some of the posts I'll see, like leadership, those type of pages. One of them is, I'm gonna celebrate you, and I'm gonna keep celebrating you until it's my time.
Exactly.
Until it's my time.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna throw shade. I'm not gonna be jealous, envious. We celebrating you. Right now is your time. Tomorrow's my time.
And there's proximity to success. So if somebody close to me is being successful, that means that it's about to spin the block and come
somebody else.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm always celebrating
the hasty.
Exactly. It's on the way. It's on the way for all of us.
Yeah. And especially if you're surrounding yourself with the same like-minded people. It's like there's no way it's not gonna hit you. But you have to put that work in. You can't expect that it's just gonna happen for you. Like sometimes it does. But you really got to put the work in. If you're not putting in the work, you can't be mad that sis is over here, winning, and you're not. So.
And you gotta start somewhere. You gotta remember, like, you gotta start somewhere. Whether it's a dream that you're chasing or back into a routine, a health and body and mind, like, you gotta start somewhere.
And you gotta keep going.
Exactly. Don't give up. And
I have to
actually,
learn
you will
that.
give up sometimes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But then what I love is that I can circle back and be like, yo, I'm going through this right now. And then y'all gonna pick me up.
Yeah,
And
and then you just keep going. You always have to have
That's
grace
powerful.
with yourself too. But my last question is, as a woman, how do you want to impact the younger ladies in your life? It could be like a cousin or a friend. Like, how would you want to impact them?
So I was having brunch with Riley today, and we were having conversations about like our families and stuff. And I was asking him, I'm like, does your family have does mental health issues like run in your family? Because I was like telling him like it runs in mine, but I was also asking questions about like how, like, 'cause I feel like his family raised him in a very loving environment or whatever, and like whenever I'm around his family, I just feel like everybody's so loving and accepting. And while my family like offers that same type of energy as well too, I still feel like we have a lot of trauma that we need to heal from. So I was telling him how like when I talk to like all my little cousins and stuff, I'm always saying like, we have access to so many resources, so much information that our parents did not have, so we cannot repeat whatever cycles that they went through, whatever behaviors and patterns that they went through. Like, we have to break those generational curses. And I think with young people, I always want to connect with the youth because I feel like I'm still so young, and I feel like I'm like just like y'all, and like I just want you to know that there's so much more out there for you, and like the world is like literally yours, because I reflect back to like our brightened days when we were just like acting a fool. Like, we had no idea what life had in store for us. We were just trying to have fun and just get good grades and look fly and whatever. And then just to see kind of like where we all are now, it's just like, it was hard, but like it really wasn't that hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we had to like do anything super crazy. We just had to like have some belief in ourselves. You know what I mean? Have let people help us, let people guide us, and also just like have the desire to just want to be successful and just like create some type of work ethic. So with the young people, I just want them to know that like the world is literally theirs, and
for the taking.
That's why this summer I'm gonna have an intern, and like I don't know how I'm gonna have time, but for me, like having an intern is really just about mentoring like a young person, and like I'm gonna have them like work with me directly, like not with my team, but like me directly, so that they can see kind of like what it is that they can work their way up to as well too. Because I just want to pour into the young people, because if I had more, I'm a product of the people that poured into me. So I have to pass the baton and continue that energy, because if it wasn't the people that poured into me, I would not be where I am today.
Exactly. Exactly. I love this question. I don't have too many people, like little nieces or cousins. Like all of my little nieces and stuff like that, they're really babies right now. I just baby them. But like I was just talking to one of my cousins, Anna, and she was just saying like, yeah, Jazzy came back from school. She was just like so excited because I don't know what they're learning. She goes to Needham Middle School, whatever it is, some school Needham, right? She's in Metco, so we're trying to do that. And she came back and she's like, Mom, or she calls her mom Mommy. So Mommy, I was so excited because I was telling my friends or whatever, like my two best connections in life are you and Auntie Jackie. Oh. And I'm like, oh my it's so important. Like, I can't remember back, like, and this is no shade to like my family or anything. Like, obviously, like, I love my mom and her sister, her twin, who raised me, my aunt. And I don't think we had like as deep of a connection, you know what I mean? Like as honest of a connection. And I think it's so important to be able to be ourselves as grown women, but then also like, you know, obviously like, I'm not gonna kiki with her like how I kiki with y'all, but like really just like have them like see who we are. Like we're people too. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's really important. And even like in the work that I do, like I work at a art and design school, so. Just even trying to mentor in that space as well. Like these young students are so talented and they're so like brave to even like go after whatever they want to go after. And I was walking around trying to find like a gift to one of the foundation board members. And I seen some things that I liked and I contacted these students. They're like, oh my God, like we didn't even think we can sell things. Like we didn't think that. They were like, you really like just confirmed that this was an okay career path. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this stuff is so good. Like these students are so, shameless plug, if you're in Boston, Massachusetts area, come out to Mass Art. We're having an auction soon, April 1st, just letting y'all know. Because these students are really like talented. No, like I got you, I'll put your name down. Like they're so talented. Like they're so talented. Like even when I went to the fashion show, I'm like, I'm really just trying to pour into them because, like you said, like they're so young.
They're not hearing it.
Yeah, and like you know, I feel like it's different when it comes from a student or a teacher, or if it comes from like this. You know what I mean? But they don't know me. Like I just work there, and I'm like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna buy this, and they're like, yeah, we'll take it first. I'm like, I'm gonna pay you what you need to get paid, girl. And don't ever say that again. Like you know what I mean? Like really just trying to make sure that the next generation is going to be brought up in a way where they're confident. And you know, like it's like authentic like relationships that we're building with people so that they can understand like, yeah, like I'm a person too. I have my flaws and I haven't done like the best or whatever, but like we learn from them. Like I mean, we all get to where we're going because life happens and we just continue over, you know, we're resilient. So
being learned.
I think that's important.
Good stuff. Let's see. So I have this thing where, okay, so I'm like a perfectionist and it's very hard. It is very hard to just kind of be chill, you know? And so for the younger generations, for my sister, for example, I be trying so hard to be like, you really don't want to do that because this is going to happen if you do, because I've done it. And I've lived it, and I don't want her to go through that again. But and that's just my sister. But I'm talking like, you know. But I can't.
You can't stop
and I don't
from happening.
Exactly. And it's like, no, trust me. But my mom used to say that too.
And
I didn't trust. I didn't, you know, don't do that because. And I'd be like, mwah, and then you go and do it, and then you're like, and what's your mom doing? Told you so. Told you so.
I think the most important thing for that, I think, is just to be a support. Like, you know, you're going to say your thing and then they're going to do it. And then it's like, at least they have you to be there when something goes wrong or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one thing I'm trying to kind of separate with my sister. Like, I want to be her cheerleader, but I also want to, like, protect her. And I'm, like, trying to protect her so much that she's looking at me like, oh my God, you're annoying. And I'm like, I promise you I did that already and it didn't work out. But it's like, no, because it hit different when they go through it, you know. But I'm just trying to keep her from,
and her experience is not going to be like yours.
Exactly.
So I would really just say, like, back to what Jessica said, the resources are insane now. I'm thinking back to high school. I went to a charter school. We had a guidance counselor. No shade, but I don't know where. It wasn't really guidance. It wasn't giving guidance. Okay, their goal was to get us in a 4-year college, and they didn't care by any means necessary. But what does that do for them? That's them just trying to get their stats up. It ain't about me and what I want, you know. And so you gotta really listen to your students and what they want, you know, and just guide them, support them, give them the resources. And mental health, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Mental health. It's huge. It's big, and a lot of people ignore it because of, like, what's the word? The stigma around it. I know my mom has like a mental health equals you're crazy. That's not true. I'm just trying to take care of myself. So the new generations need to understand, if you're going through things, let's let's talk about it early enough where it doesn't get so bad that we're experiencing suicides,
Yeah.
we're experiencing dropouts, we're experiencing, you know, going to find love somewhere else and even you know, different things. So I would just say resources and the support from school.
Great answer. So this is the last question. It's really just. I just. No, this is one word. Just one word. Give me one word for anybody who's watching this, for any young girl who's watching this, or women who's watching this. Just one word that could keep them going through their life. Like if they're down right now, what one word that you would give them? I would give them grace. Always have grace with yourself.
I would say relationships. Relationships are so important, and when I think about when I think about like wealth and like riches in life, I feel like my biggest riches in life are my relationships with people, and I'm always mindful about how I'm cultivating relationships with people, because when you add value to somebody's life, like they're naturally gonna just add value to yours, and you can't do anything without help. So the better you are at cultivating relationships, the more you'll feel like your opportunities are endless and that you won't really have any restrictions or bounds, because you always have somebody that's like pouring into you, offering you an opportunity, that's there to support you with whatever you need. So cultivate those relationships and build them from a place of love and respect, and treat people the way that you want to be treated, because it can come around and bite you in the butt if you don't. So be kind, but at the same time, don't let nobody play with you. But build those relationships.
Yeah, I like that. I think I will say like your entire self is enough. Like don't, try to be somebody else or like go with the trends or whatever it may be. Like you're gonna find the people that are gonna be for you because of who you are to your core. Your authentic self is absolutely enough, and don't waver from that. We're all gonna grow, we're all gonna shift in who we are in life, but like your true core authentic self is enough.
How do I top that off? I think patience. Having patience with yourself. And I can talk about myself on that. Growing up, I wasn't really patient with myself. I just was like, next thing, okay, I'm 25, this needs to come. I'm 26, this needs to come. I'm 30, I need to have. No, just be patient with yourself. I think the more patience you have, grace comes in, relationships comes in, and then you kind of start to see who you are. You start to learn who you are. You start to just you're your own student at that point. And so patience. To go on
Well, I want to say first, thank you for allowing me being part of this, because I be coming up with the craziest.
She made us, y'all.
But she fed us, so it's all good.
And they were down for this, so first I want to thank you for taking the time to doing this for me, because I've been trying to do this Joe Speaks things for a little bit. So
come on, Joe Speaks.
The vision is coming to life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thank you to the viewers. If you haven't seen the recipe for the fried plantains, pause and go check it out now. Okay. So like, comment, subscribe.
Hey.
Okay.
Share.
Yes.
Repost.
Tell your mama she gotta see this too.
Tell your mama, daddy, and ring that bell.
Follow.
Okay. And watch out for episode 2 whenever it comes out.
She'll be consistent. Y'all just You want us to speak here?
Yeah.
We don't want to be yelling, so I guess we can speak.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You have to speak
Okay.
a little natural.
No.
Alright. We're naturally speaking right now. Check my check.
That is
1, 2, 1, 2. Check.
Needs to be natural.
Mic check. Can you hear me, camera? Check it now.
You're supposed to be doing this. You're the camera.
Should I move this light to the back?
Yeah, so it can light.
Yeah.
From
it
the
can
back,
light
not
over
the
here.
side.
Yeah. You're so smart, girl.
It makes a difference, though. Maybe we can turn off.
Oh, okay. That's That's what y'all did
I
that.
think that might still help though, Jess.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on this one. Sorry.
Wow.
This one.
Oh, I did that to you. You just bumped up.
Is that okay?
Check the camera, just Joy. Do you like that? I feel like I like it brighter.
Yeah, brighter.
It
Yeah.
looks good. Alright, you gotta check the voice.
Was I supposed to record everything?
Catch like good little lines. You know what I'm saying? So I can,
Yo,
so
Joey,
I can
what
make
the?
it real. You know what I'm saying? So people could go
Listen,
watch
don't
on
go
YouTube.
buck on me. I'm gonna
Alright.
take you out either way.
Anyways.
I'm dying.
All right, so y'all know I'm in health and wellness. You know, I'm doing this health and wellness thing because I'm a dietitian, I guess. No.
But
Pray for me, give me help.
He need prayer.
listen,
I
I do
love you
need
though.
prayer.
You can't be getting tired.
Oh my God.
I do need prayer.
Ready?
Yeah.
I do. You know,
Wait, you start right now? Hold on.
It's a recording, but
Just don't chew all around.
Yeah, we were trying to talk about the same thing. Food don't be getting around here. You gotta get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I'm not looking down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why would I get food?
Not like down here, but like on the side.
on the side.
Yeah.
You won't be like.
I'm sorry, your food is perfectly shaped inside
I
your
know.
mouth.
I be having food here.
You're
Like, that
everywhere.
tomato, that when you eat tomato and the skin be like right here.
This dude trying to make a cocktail.
No.
That
I still haven't stirred it up yet. That's why I've been drinking.
he on his head. Leave the drinks up to the pros. If you wanted a drink, you just ask me. You
I
guys.
just throw some
This man doesn't drink.
No, he don't.
I
That's
don't.
why I'm actually shocked that he like put alcohol in the thing. He does not drink.
Okay.
Y'all
Then
ass
I would
niggas.
right there.
Oh, wait, are we recording this?
No.
Joey, I thought she was getting this quality footage. This was quality content.
It's on here.
Camera on and everything too.
Cause I'm like, hello, these are the funny moments.
Bloopers.
Hello, personality check.
You know, we live for bloopers.
this.
I'm still trying to find a girl.
So can I drink this wine now or no?
Yeah, you can.
Well, at this rate,
Some of it off. Did you brighten it again?
I did. Should I unbright
All right,
it?
I really gotta find this. And you know what? I hope when I find it, you laugh as hard
Maybe
as I
you know
do.
how you change the white balance?
I hope so too.
Cause I hate when like you think
Right.
something's funny and
Can you
then
change the setting? Like, you know how
Somebody
you
else
did
just
mine
be like,
indoors? That's
Are you laughing at me?
It says not a paid. Wait, am I on camera?
Download it?
Like
This is not a paid advertisement, but McBride Sisters, if y'all want to sponsor this series, holla at us, okay? Because we're giving you free advertisement right here.
right here.
Why does it look like that?
Found it?
No, sorry, no. I'm talking. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hold on.
what is that?
This?
No, I kind of just like it where it was.
Turn off the candles. Blow them out. Yes, there you go.
You trying to break my camera? I'm still paying it off.
You know what? I'm not touching it. I ain't got money. I got more trips to pay for it.
Okay. Go, man.
Where you going? Oh, you want to go first?
Oh. Take this.
I was joking.
Where are you gonna go with?
By myself.
What it's gonna be, baby squad up. We finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all